Cities Skylines is a city builder that clearly knows what virtual mayors want.
Now, this comes from the Cities in Motion developers, who in previous games have focused more on finessing a city's transport systems, but now they've created a full-blown city sim.
You start off with a blank square of land, and from there you draw out some roads, zone a few areas for residential, commercial and industrial buildings, plonk down a few utilities like power plants and water pumps, and then sit back and watch your city grow. Typical city building stuff.
As your city grows and you hit certain population milestones, you unlock new buildings and extra services to provide, like education and health.
Best of all, with each milestone you reach, you can buy a whole new plot of land. And you're free to buy a plot in any direction, letting you expand your city over the map however you like, with up to 9 plots being available. Finally, big cities, Hex!
Yeah, it's great to be able to build a giant, sprawling metropolis, especially after the tiny little cities we got in the last SimCity game.
Yeah, I like how you can create individual districts and set policies for that area. For example, you can ban heavy trucks from going through your peaceful residential districts, or apply various tax breaks and boosts to your zones.
It just gives you a nice bit of extra control over each area. You can also use districts to specialise your industrial zones, so you can change big polluting factories into peaceful green forestry or farming.
I always find city builders to be quite a zen-like experience, like a virtual garden that you're just watching bloom, but City Skylines is especially chilled out.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to keep your budget in the green, and there are no real disasters to worry about.
Fires do break out, but they don't spread. Crime rates stay strangely low, and you won't get hit by tornadoes or earthquakes or anything like that.
I also found it pretty easy to exploit, since you can just get your city turning a decent profit, then walk away for a while and come back to millions of dollars.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like cheating. I just like watching how cities cope with disasters, and there's a particular maniacal joy in watching a virtual city burn. The best you can do is build a dam and then flood your city with the surprisingly detailed water simulation. That's still kind of fun.
Yeah, and that's not to say there isn't any challenge here. As you might expect from a developer that has a penchant for making transport games, the real difficulty here is in managing the traffic. Oh, the traffic.
Yes, the mid to late game is certainly all about public transport and building efficient roads. There's heaps of road types and public transport options to play with, and you need to get to grips with what each one should be used for.
Also, it seems like unless you get your traffic sorted, then you basically lose any demand for new zones. So the better you design your city, the better it can get. It's like a civil engineer's dream, or nightmare, I'm not sure which one.
I quite got into it, Hex, and it wasn't long before I was going online and searching tutorials and getting tips on how to build really efficient roads and really get into the public transport side of things. But my first attempts were pretty rubbish.
Yeah, it's actually kind of daunting just how much control they give you. You can build huge, elaborate intersections, and you actually have to draw out each bus route and train line individually, which can get a bit messy.
I never thought I would get so excited about intersections, but some of the things I've seen people come up with are ingenious. Look at all those filthy trucks merging. Oh yeah.
Moving on, one of the best things about this game is the way they've incorporated community-created content. From within the main menu, you can easily search for and add on mods, new buildings, intersections, save games. Anything the community has created is just a few clicks away. And there's already a huge and passionate community supporting it.
Yeah, and this is what impressed me the most. The mods. There's a mod for pretty much anything you could want, and even some stuff that you probably don't. Want to unlock all 25 areas for truly massive cities? That's a mod. Want fire to spread? You know that's a mod. First-person camera? Flight sim? Tsunami generator? Mod. So many mods.
Plus, there is a huge amount of famous buildings that you can add that have been recreated in pretty impressive detail. Get the Sydney Opera House in there if you want, but while you're at it, why not build a shrine to your favourite Elder Scrolls deity? Or even the Citadel from Half-Life 2. How cool is that?
It's very cool, and it's great that they put a map and asset editor right in the game, so anyone can just jump in and start creating assets.
Yet again, people have made some pretty cool maps already with accurate reconstructions of places like New York and Gabe Newell's face. Someone even recreated Los Santos from GTA 5. Well, we should wrap this up, Barjo. Final thoughts?
This is so much fun. It's everything I wanted SimCity to be, and what it doesn't have, people are just adding to it. I'm giving it 4 stars.
Yeah, this is one of the best city builders I've ever played in its own right, and it's made even better by a passionate community. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 as well.